But in my mind, I felt like I had to be like perfect. And I just felt like I needed to be a finished product in order to talk about weight loss and fitness. We're cooking, you guys. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Brand new recipe. I've never done this before. And I've already altered it to what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna make vegan chickpea burgers with a twist. Good morning, you guys. So today is chest, shoulders, and triceps. Yay! Yesterday's leg day was great. I don't feel sore though, so I'm not gonna lie. I like being sore because it makes me feel like I did something, but at the same time, like, it's nice to not be sore. Like, struggling to get in and out of the car is really annoying. Trying to sit on a toilet seat, really annoying. So I appreciate not being sore today, but it was hard. It was really hard. So today we're going to hit seated shoulder press today. Yes, we're gonna hit seated shoulder press today. I was trying to figure out, what did we do last chest day? So we did standing, but we haven't hit seated. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do seated today. Now when we do it, I'm not going to go so heavy where I need a spotter. Like today, I kind of want to do more lighter weight, more reps. And by more reps, I mean like 12 to 15. That's the vibe for today. So I should need a spotter for that. We're also going to do some chest flies. And we're going to hit chest dips. I don't know if there's a chest dip machine up here. I'm upstairs today trying to get out of the way. If not, we'll hit chest dips and go downstairs. And then we're going to be hitting some sit-ups. Not sit-ups, push-ups. And yeah, triceps, pretty much the same thing. And yeah, so today what I kind of wanted to talk about while we warm up and work out is I was struggling. Like, so I've been on YouTube consistently, like every day for almost a year now. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to get to the point where I felt comfortable recording my weight loss and fitness journey, because I didn't feel like I was someone who could do that type of content, considering I'm still on my journey. Like, I'm not the finished product. And when I think about people who are filming their fitness, they're like jacked, ripped, shredded, right? Maybe never even had a weight problem at all, right? And so I felt really insecure about it, to say the least, because I'm like, well, here I am, still not really plus size at that point, but like, I'm only a year into weightlifting. I'm not shredded, still have some problem areas, still don't know everything, right? And it's crazy because I feel like it doesn't matter how many years in you are into something, I don't feel like you'll ever know everything. Like, I feel like there's always room for improvement. There's always something to learn. But in my mind, I felt like I had to be like perfect. Let me go a little heavier on that. I feel like I had to be perfect. And I just felt like I needed to be a finished product in order to talk about weight loss and fitness. And it took me a while to get out of that. And the whole time, what I didn't realize was I was actually comparing myself to other people. And in the process of doing that, it made me feel really bad about myself. Like, it made me feel like I should not be proud of all of the weight that I've lost, because it was a reminder of how much further I had to go. And it kind of took the joy away. And I was struggling with that for months and months and months. I would say I sat on this idea for at least 6 months. And just imagine how much further along I would be on my YouTube channel. Let's do some shoulder flies. Just imagine how much further along I would be on my YouTube channel if I didn't play that game. Like, just imagine what I could have accomplished in those 6 months of just not playing comparison. Let's go a little bit heavier. So this cable is by increments of 15, but if I go up, I know it's going to be too heavy. All right, I don't see like a 5-pound thing. All right, we'll just deal with it. So just imagine how far along I would have been on YouTube. Not saying that I haven't done great work, but just imagine if those 6 months of me thinking about doing something and convincing myself that I wasn't good enough, if I had just did it. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have been putting self-doubt in my head. I wouldn't have comparing myself to other people and then starting to feel like I'm not good enough, you know. And I tell this story to say that we've got to get out of the mindset of comparing ourselves to other people, because it really is a joy kill. In the process of me debating and looking at other people's bodies, I was literally taking away from myself and all of the hard work that I had achieved and losing all that weight. And at that point, I was actually smaller than I am today. I hadn't even started my winter bulk or anything at that point. I think I got all the way down to 220, no, I think it was like 231 at that time. So a year and some change ago. And I had lost all the weight. I had already lost 100 plus pounds. But I was convincing myself that wasn't enough. We got to get out of the mindset of thinking that we're not good enough, comparing our journey to other people. No one's walked the shoes that you've walked. No one has experienced everything that you've experienced. Like, we might have all gone through similar things, but it's never like the same exact situation, right? Like, and then on top of that, the people that I was comparing myself to were never overweight. So their journey to a muscular physique is different than mine. The women that I was looking at, they were always showing their before pictures when they were really small, like really skinny. So they had to bulk up. They had to eat a lot of calories. Whereas my journey, I was really big and I had to lose a lot of weight. So I had to be in a deficit, you know? So it wasn't even the same journey that I'm comparing myself with. It's totally different. And the reason why I don't look like that is because I had to lose weight. My skin had to adjust, right? And some of the women that I was comparing myself to were a lot younger than me. And then some of the women that I was comparing myself to had been lifting weights for 10 plus years. Of course they're gonna look like that. They've been doing it for 10 plus years. Like, how could I even compare myself to someone who's been weightlifting for that long? It makes no sense. But in my mind at the time, I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't good enough. And it was literally taking away my joy. So we gotta stop doing that. Like, stop comparing yourself to other people. Be confident in your own journey. And then on top of that, you don't even know what that person has been through, you know? All we see is what people post on social. And social media is a great place to learn, educate yourself, stay in touch with your friends and stuff. But at the same time, we have to remember that it's a highlight reel. Like, nobody is showing their bad moments. Nobody is showing their own self-doubt moments. No one is showing what they go through behind closed doors. So as the consumer of the content, we're only seeing the positive stuff, the happy stuff. And so then we're thinking that their life is perfect, and it's not, you know? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And that's not even the only thing that I've compared myself with. I feel like, I told y'all this before, I don't know. There was a period in my life, and my counselor was telling me this was normal with women when they get to around 30. So between the ages of like 27 and 31-ish, 32-ish, a lot of women experience this. I started to feel like, and this was because I was looking at people on Facebook, people that I actually knew, people that I went to school with, whether it was high school, college. I was seeing people that I knew were getting pregnant and getting married, and I started to feel like something was wrong with me because I didn't desire kids at that time. Like, I thought there was something wrong with me. Like, how am I 26, 27, 28, and all of my friends and people that I've gone to school with, they want kids and they're having kids. Some of them are on their second child, third child, first child, and I have no desire at this moment to want one. Me being a woman, I was starting to feel like there was something wrong with me because I thought at the time, like, women are supposed to be motherly, women are supposed to want kids, like, right away. Like, if you don't want that, there's something seriously wrong with you. And so I was comparing myself to other people. And it was making me really sad because I wanted to start a business. I wanted to grow an empire. I wanted to create generational wealth. And that's not what I'm seeing people doing on Facebook, you know? And so my counselor was telling me that women go through that period in their life where they're like, what's next? I went to college, I got married, I'm in a career, but yet I still don't feel fulfilled. And there's nothing wrong with me. And I had to learn that it's okay to want different things. It's okay to not want to be like everybody else. But sometimes we get lost into thinking that it's not okay. You are supposed to want what everyone else wants. And that's not true. I've gotten comfortable in my own skin, and now I realize if I don't have my first child till I'm 45, I am 100% okay with that. I know that what is meant for me is for me. I know that things happen when they're supposed to, and I am confident in the decisions that I make. But at that time, you guys, I wasn't. Like, I thought there was something wrong with me. But again, I say all this to say that when you compare yourself to other people, like what I was doing, it makes you feel depressed. It makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to do better. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious. There's nothing wrong with wanting to change your life. But want those things for you, not because of what you're seeing everybody else do. Again, social media is a highlight reel. So I found a 5-pound, I think, maybe not. We'll just do light shoulder flies again. But yeah, you guys, get out of your head of trying to compare yourself to other people because it's just not healthy. It's really not healthy. All right, let's do, ooh, I didn't move the weights. Oh my God, that would have been painful. It was still set at 70. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So we can go make our way over to the dumbbells. We're gonna warm up for some seated shoulder press, like I said. So we'll start with like 20s or so, and then make our way up from there. But yeah, just something that was on my heart this morning as I was getting ready to hit the gym. I was like, I feel like a lot of people struggle with this. And one thing that I learned making content is like, sometimes I would feel like I'm the only one going through this, but I'm really not. So many people have the same thoughts that I've had. It's just sometimes people don't like to talk about it. So, if that resonates with you, if that resonates with you, leave a comment down below, But yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with wanting different for yourself. We all have our own path. And just learn to be confident in the choices that you make. Yo, it's empty over here, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Be confident in the choices that you make. And stop thinking everything's supposed to be perfect, because it's not. Nothing is ever perfect. All right. Okay. So, let me put all my stuff down. And we'll get started with the warm-up set. All right. I'm gonna do 25s. We'll just do like a quick set of like 5 or 6 reps. Take a little break. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, good shit. So our first set, we'll do 40s. Like our first real working set. We'll do another set of shoulder warm up real quick too. Alright, you grab the 5s again. Before I started doing this type of warm up, my shoulder would always ache. It wasn't like a pain, but it was an ache. But once I started incorporating around the world and the other, I don't know what it's called. I wrote it down, but I forgot. But once I started incorporating this, my shoulders have felt a lot better, like a lot better. So, just again, taking my warm-ups more seriously. Especially because we do lift heavy weight. I am getting older. Even though I still feel, it's crazy because I don't feel old. Like, I really don't. Like, I know I'm 33, but in my head, I feel like I'm like 28. Like, is that crazy? I don't feel 33. I really don't. So I don't know. But I feel great. Like, I'm not gonna, like, some days my body might feel a little stiff, but for the most part, like, I feel great. Matter of fact, I feel better now than I did when I was younger. And I'm sure it's because, not I'm sure, I know it's because I take care of myself a lot better now, you know? I work out, I'm vegan, you know? I prioritize my sleep, I don't drink anymore, I don't smoke anymore. So I know for a fact that's why. So that's another reason why I don't feel like I'm 33. About to be 34. All right, so I got 40s. Let's try to get between 10 to 12 reps here. Okay. And like I said before, with heavy pressing and stuff, I don't do supersets in between this. So the only thing I'm going to do here is after we finish this set, I'll just take that walk around the gym and come back. All right. Okay. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11. Fuck. Jesus. All right. Good shit there. Whew. I think we're gonna stay at 40s. That was pretty heavy. All right, I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. Let's do our next set. Go from this angle. Okay. Like I said, keeping the weight the same. Okay. All right. 1, 2, and 3. No, fuck. Try that again. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna drop down to 35s. Oh, someone has a 35s. A few more. One, 2, and 3. Okay. 1 and 5. Okay. We'll stop there for set number 2. All right. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I am back. Okay. All right, so we'll do 40s again, and then if need be, drop back down to the 35s. But I want to try to get 12 reps. I don't know if it's like the recovery time, because I'm only taking like a minute. Maybe that's why. I don't know why. I don't know, but it just is what it is, right? Okay. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck. Grab the 35s again. Try to get 2 more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Fuck. Jesus. All right. That was the last set of heavy. So, set 4. Probably do 30s. We'll try to get like 15 to 20 reps there. Put these back and take a little walk. All right, y'all. Last set. I'm not gonna lie, as I was walking, my shoulders are getting a little tight. Started to feel like I was doing some shit. Just in that last little walk alone. All right, last set. Let's try to get 15 to 18, 15 to 20, somewhere up in there. Obviously, I'm gonna do as many as I can, but the goal is 15 or more. All right. All right. 1, 2, and 3. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Fuck. Huh. Fuck. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting a little down on myself. And when I say down, I don't mean like crying and throwing a hissy fit, but I was feeling a little bummed out because I'm like, why can't I do 45s on myself? Like, I feel like I was able to do 45s on myself before and had to drop down to 35s. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my ego. I'm like, what is going on here? Because I can do 50 with a spotter, never by myself. But I'm just saying, like, what? But I have to remind myself, literally this time last year, I was struggling to do 30s without a spotter. Like, I mean, with a spotter. Like, I was looking at some of my old reels a couple weeks ago, and I had 35s, and my spotter was trying to help me, and I did like one by myself, and I had to drop back down to 30s. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, of course I want to lift heavy, but some days just not the day. It just is what it is. I'm not going to hurt myself over it, but my ego was was trying to make itself present, but I had to bring it on back down. Like, I mean, it's still better than last year, right? So, done with seated shoulder press. Hardest thing of the day. All right, so we're going to do chest press. Okay. So we'll do chest press, and then we will do some tricep dips. Ooh, we can do the tricep dips on this rower. I think we should be able to do it on the rower, right? We should be able to use this, yeah. So we'll get down here like this and do them like this. All right. So that's how we'll do that. And we'll just back and forth, back and forth. No shoulders. Oh, and we'll do some push-ups in between all that. All right. Sound like a plan? Let me find a weight first. Okay. $85. Yeah, 85. Let's see how that feels. Okay. All right, so we'll do this. Tricep dips. And we'll come back and do some push-ups. All right. Ready. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's it. That's it. All right. So our tricep dips. Okay. All right, let's do some push-ups. I guess I'll do them on this. I'm gonna raise this just a little bit. That's way too low. Yeah, all right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Whew. All right. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. All right, so let's do set number 2 here. Oh, I hired. Let me lower this back down. All right, so set number 2. Let's take the weight up. All right. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. God damn. All right, let's do our tricep dips. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Fuck. Let's do some push-ups. Ooh, honey. Let me know. Tricep dips, do they be working the chest too? Because I be feeling that shit in my chest. I don't know though. I feel like that should be working chest as well. So let me know. Because I'm not going to pull my phone out in the middle of workout. But I feel that shit in my chest. And my arms. But my chest be feeling that shit too. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Fuck. Jesus. I'm back. Alright. Set number 3. I'm gonna add 2.5 pounds to this. Make it just a wee bit more challenging. Alright. Alright, y'all ready? Alright. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Let me take some weight off. Do a few more. That's it. Fuck. God damn. Fuck. Alright. Tricep dips. 2, 3, 4, 6. Goddamn. Okay. All right. So I'll take the weight back up, do as many as I can, and just drop it back down. All right, y'all. All right. 1, 2, and 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nine, 10. That's it. Okay. Goddamn. All right. Tricep dips. That's it. Okay. Some push-ups. That's it. Goddamn. Okay. All right. You grab my handles. So, remember the other day we were talking about investing in your business and stuff like that? Something else that I want to do in the near future, hopefully before the year is up, I want to hire a personal trainer. Y'all know I used to have one. He doesn't want to be on camera, so that's why I'm not going to hire him again. But other than that, he was a wonderful trainer. But I do want a personal trainer again. And not just for content purposes, but because I just believe that you have to continuously pay for education. Like, there's always something new to learn. You don't know everything. And another thing is to just be around somebody who prioritizes, oh, y'all can't see. Why is it so dark? But also just to be around someone else who prioritizes health and wellness, like myself. And then someone who is way better at it than me, right? So it's something I really want to do. I haven't started the process of looking. I hope it's not going to be too dark. It is what it is. I got 70. Oh, let me switch the hooks. One hook is bigger than the other, and so it's throwing it off. Like, way bigger than the other. That's annoying. Why did they do that? I'll be right back. Let me look at the other cable, y'all. Swapped out the hooks. But yeah, I really want to hire a personal trainer again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. definitely go heavier on that for the next set. Now, I don't know why it's so dark, y'all. I don't know what's going on with this. This camera wants to do its own thing. All right, and let's do some tricep push downs in between. We'll do both hands. I don't know what kind of bar that is. All right, we'll use this bar. It's like a, y'all seen this type of bar here? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 30, 40. Okay. Fuck. And we're just gonna get right to the next set. This is gonna be the last superset of the day, so I just like to get right into it. Ain't no breaks. Ain't no break. Except to move the camera. That's the only break. All right. So I took the weight up for the chest flies. Let's bring it out of this side. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. All right. Whew. Okay. Come on. 1, 3, 4, 7. Take the weight down. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Fuck. God damn. We're cooking, you guys. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Brand new recipe. I've never done this before. And I've already altered it to what I'm going to do. So we're going to make chickpea, vegan chickpea burgers with a twist. With a twist. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the recipe, but also add my own shit and see how it turns out, and hopefully it turns out the way it's supposed to, right? Hopefully. So, hold on. Let me zoom in a little bit. I feel like we're a little too far away. We can get a little bit closer. There we go. Close. All right, perfect. So, gym was great. Great workout today. First, we're gonna start with the food. No. First, what we gotta do is open the can of chickpeas. So it says 1 can of chickpeas, garbanzo beans, the same thing. And in case you didn't know, now you know. Chickpeas and garbanzo beans are the same damn thing. Who would have figured? I ain't know. So when people are like, oh, well, as a vegan, where do you get your protein? Chickpeas. Any type of bean, you guys. So chickpeas, black beans, pinto beans, navy beans. Go crazy. Full of protein. Carbs too, but still a great source of protein. Like 1 serving, a half a cup is 6 grams of protein, 120 calories. So not bad. All right, so oh gosh, please don't tell me this is gonna break on me. All right, perfect. So when I do my chickpeas, you guys, I'm also going to drain and rinse and kind of try to pull off the shells, the skin, whatever you want to call it, because there's shells on the chickpeas, like little shells. But I don't spend too much time doing that. Like, I don't obsess over it. Some people do. But it's really like, I mean, it's not gonna kill you. Like, I don't even feel like it has a taste. Let me show you guys, for those of y'all who are unfamiliar with chickpeas. So this is the chickpea here. Y'all see that? And then if I pull off, yeah, see the little skin thing? So yeah, if you're OCD, pull it off. If you don't care, don't worry about it. I don't give a fuck. So, I got my chickpeas rinsed. So a couple of things. We got to get a mixing bowl. So when you are processing, turn this way, I don't want to put my ass on your face. When you are processing mushrooms, real quick, mushrooms can be easily over-processed. You don't want that. So when you process them, pulse them in the food processor. Otherwise, they're going to get like really watery and baby food like. And I just don't think that's the texture we're going for with this. All right, so, and again, I'm following a recipe, but also doing my own thing at the same damn time. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is process my mushrooms. I just have some white sliced mushrooms, the cheapest ones that they had. I'm going to stick those in here. No, that's not how you do that. It's been a few weeks since I've used this. All right. I'm going to pulse them. Let me get the piece that feeds the food through. Also, we have French fries that we're making with these burgers. Oh, and I got some frozen hamburger buns because I didn't eat all of them. So let me pull those out now. All right, so I'm going to be using Dave's Killer Bread burger buns here, okay? These are another great source of protein. 1 bun is 6 grams of protein, so definitely my go-to for bread. All right, so I'll just let that thaw out. So yeah, all right. Okay, so I got the piece that's gonna feed the stuff through. Let me plug it up. And let's get to processing. But yes, okay, back to the gym. Gym was great, right? I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Great lift. Great lift. And we were done in a little over an hour, burned 700 calories, so not bad. All right, let me pulse. So I'm literally just pushing the pulse button for like a half a second and letting it process. So what I'm thinking, again, because I'm doing my own thing, Once we're done processing the mushrooms, I'm going to put them in my mixing bowl and then process everything else and let it get mushy. And then I'll add the mushrooms in. And that's how we're going to mold the vegan chickpea burgers. And hopefully it works the way it's supposed to. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited about this. I am pretty excited about this meal. So, oh, one other thing too is I cut up some potatoes. Let me pull those out. Look, so much to do. I cut up some potatoes. Actually, the funny thing is I had ordered a potato slicer to make French fries, but it was a piece of shit. Like, I am sending that all the way back to Amazon. Once I go back to Whole Foods, that shit is going right the fuck back. I should have knew for 26 bucks, like, what could I really expect? I shouldn't be able to expect the world, but with the way things are today, like, I might as well have got it for $1 because it was literally a piece of shit. Because the problem is, one, the potatoes that I got were too big for the slicer, so I had to cut the potatoes in half. Then when you try to push it through, the potato is too strong for the piece. And it got stuck. The potato got stuck in the middle of it. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just send the slicer back with the potato in it. Like, couldn't get it out. Finally got it out and just cut potatoes the old-fashioned way. So they'll be going in the air fryer. All right, so mushrooms are all processed. Hold on, let me process this a little bit. And I'm gonna show you guys. I should have pulled out a trash bag. Let me show you guys what the texture is. Ooh, yes. And the only way you're gonna learn how to cook food like this, you guys, is by trying, messing up, getting frustrated, and trying again. Like, that's literally the only way you're gonna be able to make it work. Because the first time I tried to process some mushrooms, they were slimy and wet and looked like baby food. And I was like, why is this not turning out the way it's freaking supposed to? Then after doing a little bit more research on it, I learned that you can overprocess mushrooms. But how would you have known that if you never tried? Exactly, that's my point. That's my point, you guys. As you do stuff, you're gonna get better and better. All right. But the only way is to try. That's the point. So I'm gonna scrape all this out. All right, and let me show you guys. I'm not gonna rinse this out, I don't really care. Sometimes if I'm making like my veggie ground, like my imitation hamburger meat, I will. All right, so let me show you guys what the mushrooms are looking like. So they're all processed up. See how it looks like little hamburger meat, little grain things. See? See, so this is how you know it's not overprocessed. It's still kind of solid, but yeah, okay? So we'll just set this to the side. All right, let's follow the recipe now. Yeah, okay. So, vegan chickpea burgers. We're gonna process 1 can of mushrooms. Maybe I do need to rinse this off. And you guys, I got this food processor off of Amazon for like $50, I think. So my food processor is not fancy. Not like my blender. And it does the trick just fine. So don't, like I said the other day, please don't feel like you gotta go and goddamn spend an arm and a leg, because you don't. You don't. Now what I do want to invest in, now I'm gonna tell y'all, I really want a juicer. I have a juicer now and it's complete crap. It's not very good. And I didn't spend too much money on it. But as I've been watching other content creators who juice and stuff like that and see all the capabilities of different, more fancier, luxurious juicers, I'm like, oh yeah, I need that. The one I want when I looked, this might have been like 6 months ago. That shit was $700. I said, whoa, whoa. Yes, honey, $700. So haven't started saving for it yet, but one day I am manifesting a really fancy juice. And it did more than just juice. Like you could make sorbet with it. It had a whole bunch of different stuff. I was like, oh yes, I have been sold. All right, so rinsed out the food processor. Let's go ahead and get our chickpeas in here. Ooh, it's leaking. Pause. Let me move my phone. Oh, I ain't making the biggest mess. All right, let's start with this. I've never processed chickpeas before, so let's give it a go. Ooh. Okay. Let's put the rest in here. All right. Big mess. All right. I gotta wipe. I gotta wipe up my mess. Okay. All this water. Let's see what it's looking like. Ooh. Oh my. It's very mushy, which is great because that's what we're going to need so that it can stick together. I'm trying not to get it in my dog's bowls. His bowls are literally right by this counter. Ooh. All right, so it's a very mushy texture. Let me show it to you guys so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is what we got. See how it's like mushy? Y'all see that? Hold on. There we go. So that's what we got going on here. It kind of looks like egg yolk that's been boiled, right? I think that's what it looks like. I think so. It's been a while since I've seen a hard-boiled egg, but that's what it's giving. So I'm gonna put this in the mixing bowl next. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna process, which is not on the recipe, is some walnuts. So I'm doing my own thing here. All right. Got all that scraped in. Now it also said oatmeal, which I have, but I'm trying to figure out, am I processing the oatmeal or I'm just putting it in there? I'm a half-ass directions follower, okay? I feel like a lot of us are. It's like we kind of read the directions, but then we kind of like do our own thing and then sit around trying to figure out why it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to. All right. Roughly chop. It's not telling me. I guess you do process it, right? Because I'm sure you don't want like big pieces of oatmeal. All right. So someone had asked me what made me decide to be vegan. And honestly, when I first started my vegan journey, it really wasn't because I just love animals. I do love animals. Like, I really do love animals. Like, I love animals. But that's not like why I started. I started because I had tried to be vegan before, believe it or not. I would say, I think it was like, this is way before COVID. This might have been back in like 2017, 2018, somewhere up in there. I had tried to be vegan because I saw What the Health, right? And everyone was talking about it and it was like, oh my gosh, you need to check it out, da 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 da. So I did, and after seeing it, I was like, oh hell no. Like, it really grossed me out. I was like, that is disgusting. The pigs had boils on them and shit, like, and again, like at that time, it wasn't like, oh, um, you know, animals shouldn't be treated this way. They sold me on the idea of veganism because of the health benefits. And like they was making the meat look nasty. Needless to say, like they really scared the shit out of me with that. So I had tried it then. And I did it for, I think I made it like 6 weeks. But the thing was, back then when I did it, I didn't know what I could really make. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know about tempeh. I don't even think there were different brands of cheese back then when I was doing this. Because the only brand I remember when I was trying to find like cheese substitutes was this brand called Daria, and that shit was disgusting. It was disgusting. So I just wasn't eating cheese anymore because that was the only brand that Kroger had at that time in my area. So I was like, absolutely not. So I wasn't eating cheese. And then, but I did used to love bagels. So I found a cream cheese replacement from a brand called Tofutti. That shit was disgusting. I don't know how they thought that tasted like cream cheese. They didn't have Violife and different brands back then in my area. Now they do. And Violife is a great cheese replacement. But anyways, so it was for the health benefits. But anyways, I did it for about 6 weeks. Then I just couldn't do it anymore. I missed chicken. I really did. All right, so now I'm going to add 1/3 cup of oatmeal in here. And I'm also going to try not to make a mess. I'm also going to add some walnuts. I don't know how much, maybe like 1/4 of a cup. Put that in there. Just like a big handful. Maybe a little more. And just blend all that. And these are raw walnuts. Just to add a little more protein, some heart health in here. All right, so I'm going to process all this. All right. Now it says to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to your mix, but I don't have any liquid oil. I only have the spray. So I am just going to like spray it in there. And hopefully that'll do the trick, right? Hopefully. Look, sometimes you got to get creative because who going back to the store? And that's the one thing I hate. I hate like when you think you're ready to make something and then like you go in the pantry and you didn't realize you were out of something that you thought you had. Like that is the worst feeling ever. I was already already showered and stuff from the gym, just hanging out, ready to eat. I was like, no, I'm not going back to the store. I don't care. I am not. All right, so, but yeah, so I did the vegan thing for about 6 weeks. back then couldn't resist the temptation for chicken anymore and cheese. So I quickly fell off of that. Quickly fell off. All right, let me show you guys what the crushed up walnuts and oatmeal looks like. So it's kind of like all mixed in together. It kind of looks like quinoa. That's what it's giving. Can y'all see that? Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to add that to my mixing bowl. All right, so we're pretty much ready to mix. We have to season this too now. And with stuff like this, I like to season with my hands. So let me stick all this stuff in just get it out the way. I just gotta clear my workstation. My OCD is coming out. But anyways, yeah, so I did it for about 6 weeks. I enjoyed it, but like I said, I couldn't resist the temptation for meats and animal products. So it was short-lived. But I remember saying to myself back then, like, one day I'm really going to be vegan. Because I already was starting to feel the health benefits. But back then, you guys, look, I didn't have any willpower. I really didn't. And I had lost a good amount of weight back then. It was during my yo-yo dieting phase. I think back then I had got down to like, I want to say like 280, maybe 270. So I was still big, but I was smaller than I was before I started my little yo-yo diet. And so by not eating chicken and stuff for those several weeks that I tried to be vegan, not only did I give in to animal product again, I also just gained all my weight back. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was a real yo-yo dieter. Like, I was the CEO of yo-yo diets. I just could not keep the weight off. I couldn't. I didn't have the tools. When I was working out, I was doing like cardio. So I would just do like the elliptical for 30 minutes and that was the end of my workout. Like, I thought that's all I needed. Or I would go on walks. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But like I said, I wasn't incorporating any type of resistance training whatsoever. So that's where the problem was. I didn't know about any of that. Building muscle, I didn't know about any of that. So I just couldn't maintain that. And then I didn't change like my mindset. And I'm telling you, when I lost a couple of pounds, or if I was able to get into a pair of jeans again that I couldn't fit in a while, like I would get so excited and, you know, just go back to my old ways. And I'm like, yay, my clothes fit again. All right, let's go eat. That was my cycle for real. So I did that for several years. But I think it helped, I know it helped this time with sticking to being vegan because my personal trainer was vegan. It is vegan. He's still vegan. And so, you know, having someone that I was seeing every day, because we were working out like 4 or 5 times a week, you know, it made it a lot easier to stick with it, you know. So just having, like, just being around people who are on the same track. Not saying that you have to be vegan to be healthy. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, to have that influence is very beneficial sometimes. If it's a good influence. If it's not a good one, it's not beneficial. But, you know, having that influence that's really good for you. That's what's really going to help you stick to something that you're trying to stick to, you know. Because and that's the other thing, I was working, and not saying that work was the reason I was fat, but they was always doing some damn potlucks. Like, every time I would be good for a week, or, you know what I'm saying? They'd be doing potlucks and bake sales and shit, celebrations, birthday parties, like baby showers. I'm like, God damn, like, it's only but so many times I can say no, like, before I just give in. You know what I mean? So that made it that much harder to stick to the damn diet, because You go to work every day, you know. Then people on lunch break, they bringing back fucking Popeyes and McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, and you sitting over there with a fucking salad. You know what I mean? It just made it that much harder to stay on track is my point. So, you know, and I'm not saying people don't lose weight while still being at work. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, I already at that time did not have a strong mindset. So it just made it that much harder. I didn't conquer the mental health portion of weight loss. All right, so area is back clean again. So I got my mixing bowl here. I'm also going to, I got my skillet. Now the recipe said to put these in the oven. I'm gonna put them in the skillet. See, not following instructions. We'll see how this turns out. All right. I'm not gonna turn the skillet on yet because it like decides when it wants to. But I'm gonna oil that. Okay, so I'm gonna spray some oil. I'm also gonna use mixing gloves because I don't want to get food stuck in my nails. Because that's how I like to season. When I season stuff like this, so my veggie ground or anything along those lines, I like to just get in there. You know what I mean? I also grabbed some steak and burger seasoning. Figure that might help make it taste more burger-like. Guys, I'm really excited about this burger. I hope this turns out the way it's supposed to. All right. Open that. And unfortunately, for some reason, the way they did the wiring in my apartment, I cannot air fry and have the skillet going at the same time. It breaks the circuit. Do not ask me why. I have told maintenance over and over again, and it's like they don't understand why. Like, they don't see a problem. Every time I plug up the tube, it's inevitable. It happens every time. So we're gonna make the burgers first. Let me preheat the oven to, like, you know, keep it like lukewarm. So I'll put it on like 250. Oh, the wrong way. We'll put it on 250 so they can, you know, stay warm. And then we'll air fry the potatoes. And I'll just stick them in this glass pan here when they're done. All right, so let's turn this on now. So I'm just gonna spray some in here. I have a 2 tablespoon, I thought I had one, measuring cup. I wonder if I just, listen, do not laugh at me, I'm trying. Oh, yes! All right, 2 tablespoons, pour that in there. I hope that's like the same thing. Please let me know down in the comments, like, Jazz, am I tripping? Okay. So let's season. I have some steak and burger seasoning. Put that in there. I don't know if this is like salty seasoning or what. It's a little salty. Okay. I have some onion powder. These are my standards at this point. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Some smoked paprika, some crushed red peppers. Of course, they don't want to come out. Does anyone else struggle with this? Like when you use crushed red pepper? I don't know why they don't make the holes for the shaker bigger so that they can actually come out. Like, wouldn't that make the most sense? I don't know. Okay, so just gonna do a little bit. Like we want spicy food with flavor, not stuff that's just like hot for no reason. Okay. And then last but not least, this is not in the instructions. This is not in the instructions. Look, I got some Dijon mustard here. So I'm gonna put in about, I don't know, like 1 tablespoon or so. I'm just gonna, hold on, let me shake this up. Like 1 tablespoon. I think that's gonna help with the sticking. Okay. All right. Let's get dirty. I'm just gonna squeeze. Oh, it's so slimy. Oh yes, you guys, this texture right here is gonna be great. These are really gonna stick together. That was like my biggest concern. So I'm just really making sure that I'm mixing well, getting all the seasoning in there. I hope these taste good. I really hope these taste good, you guys. And I'm gonna be honest, okay? Ain't nothing but the truth gonna come out my mouth, okay? All right, it smells really good. It smells delicious. So it's really giving like hamburger meat texture. I'm about to show y'all. Let me mix just a little bit more. I'm also gonna taste it just to make sure that it's seasoned nicely, okay? All right. It's giving hamburger meat. It is giving hamburger meat. Okay. Let's get a little fork. It's not like this is raw meat, so you can taste it. It's not going to kill you or make you sick. We're going to season it. It's a little salty, but it's okay. It tastes good. All right. Let me show you what we got going on in this mixing bowl here. See, isn't it giving? Look at that. Look at it. Tell me this is not giving hamburger meat. Look at this. Y'all. I'm so excited about these burgers. Okay, so is the pan hot? All right, let me turn the pan on. So now what we got to do is kind of like roll them. Now I'm assuming, so this isn't like hamburger meat. You know how like with hamburger meat you start off with bigger rolls because you know it's going to shrink? This is not that. So yeah. We're just going to make them the size that we want them to be. So looking at my hamburger roll, I feel like these are good sizes. Here. I wish I had got a plate. I only have one more pair of gloves. That's why like I don't want to take them off because I don't have any more. Okay. Let's roll these on out, shall we? Why is it not? Oh, okay. Actually, I didn't need the plate. I don't know why I grabbed the plate. I think the pan is hot. Oh yeah, we hot. Okay. So one. I think we'll be able to make 4. 1. I'm so excited. All right, now I feel like the challenge is going to be flipping these. All right, but we'll see. We'll see. 3. The first one I made is a little small, so I will add some to it because we only got like a drop left, and it's not enough for another burger. So we'll just kind of make it a wee bit bigger. And don't worry, I'm gonna bring y'all over so y'all can see what's really going on. Now, like I said, so the recipe said to put these in the oven and bake them on 400 and flip them halfway through. But because Jasmine do what she want to do, we putting them in the skillet and we hoping for the same goddamn results. Okay. All right, so this is what they're looking like. They smell so good, and it's not like wet on the inside anymore either. Well, a little bit. That's the inside. So I'm gonna let it cook just a wee bit longer, and then we'll see how they taste. All right, you guys, so this is the finished product. Look at that. It looks good, right? Oh my gosh. Look at it. Look at them. They're so pretty. They finally finished cooking on the inside, so that's a plus. All right, y'all ready to try it? Because I am ready. All right, you guys, let's taste it. Oh no, it's breaking. This is about to be the sloppiest burger ever. Okay, here we go. And the texture, y'all, it really looks like a beef patty. Okay, just so you know, I just want to throw that out there. All right, so we got the cheese sauce, the lettuce, sauteed onion, sauteed bell pepper, and the patty, and the whole wheat burger bun. Oh my gosh. The texture really tastes like a burger. Like, wow. Yep. I did that. I did that. I did it. Hell yeah. All right, let me taste the fry. Let me get my ketchup. Let me get some ketchup. For the french fries, gotta have some ketchup. Where's my ketchup? You know what? I ain't got no more barbecue sauce. Sometimes I'll do barbecue sauce. But I ain't got none. All right. Get some ketchup on here. Taste these fries. There you have it. Now this is good vegan eating. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm starving. I'm gonna finish this. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you guys want to see, catch it. If you guys want to see what I did yesterday for legs, make sure you guys click right here. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for back, biceps, and abs. Bye, you guys.